In the vast history of Chinese philosophy, we can uncover valuable lessons from some of the most respected thinkers of ancient China. These lessons, passed down through the ages, hold relevance today more than ever. One such lesson relates to the wisdom imparted by thinkers like Confucius, Laozi, and Zhuangzi, offering timeless perspectives on human nature, relationships, and life itself. And there's an interesting thought that can be derived from their teachings that may align with the saying, "The more attractive the woman is, the more she is." Confucius, one of the most famous philosophers of ancient China, dedicated much of his life to the cultivation of virtue, morality, and proper behavior. He believed that personal growth and self-cultivation were paramount. Confucius emphasized the importance of virtue, especially within relationships. According to Confucian thought, one's internal beauty and character were more valuable than external appearances. This can be tied back to the lesson that surface-level attractions often miss the mark, as true fulfillment lies in understanding and respect, not just the physical allure. As Confucius said, "The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions." This implies that being a good person, acting with integrity, and maintaining honor are the qualities that make someone truly attractive, not just external beauty. The notion that physical attractiveness could be deceptive is, perhaps, more profound than we think. A woman's beauty, much like a man's, is often only one layer, and if that's all that is sought, it might leave one feeling unfulfilled. Similarly, Laozi, the founder of Taoism, also shared thoughts on beauty and attraction, though his approach was quite different. Laozi encouraged people to embrace simplicity and harmony with nature, rather than being caught up in the desires and distractions of the material world. In Taoism, there is a saying, "Beauty is as beauty does." Laozi believed that to seek harmony with nature and simplicity was the truest form of beauty. The more one is obsessed with outward appearances or external validation, the more one finds themselves off the path to true peace and fulfillment. Laozi's teachings highlight the importance of being content with one's inner self and avoiding excessive focus on superficial traits. The more attractive the woman is, he might say, the more she is often caught in the distractions that come with such attention. It is in the quiet, the simple, the undisturbed self that true contentment and beauty exist. And then there's Zhuangzi, a Taoist philosopher who took Laozi's teachings a step further, emphasizing the absurdity of human desire and how it distracts from the true meaning of life. Zhuangzi's view on beauty would remind us that trying to hold onto or chase physical beauty is futile because beauty is constantly changing, subjective, and can often lead to frustration. He might suggest that the more someone seeks external beauty, the more likely they are to be trapped in a cycle of comparison, dissatisfaction, and disappointment. Zhuangzi's story of the butterfly dream is a famous parable about the fluid nature of reality, where he dreamt he was a butterfly, only to wake up unsure if he was a man dreaming of being a butterfly or a butterfly dreaming of being a man. This story teaches us the illusion of appearances and the futility of focusing too much on what is transient. Just as physical attraction fades over time, the pursuit of it often leads to an internal struggle between what is real and what is perceived. But how does this relate to the phrase, "The more attractive the woman is, the more she is"? In ancient Chinese philosophy, this can be interpreted as a warning. When someone is highly sought after for their physical appearance, they can easily become a symbol of desire, and this can come with its own set of challenges. Their beauty might overshadow their depth, character, and qualities that truly define them. In relationships, this can lead to superficial connections that lack the deeper understanding and mutual respect needed for a fulfilling bond. This idea echoes a larger philosophical principle that both Confucius and Laozi shared: the need to look beyond the surface, to find value in the inner world, to seek balance, and to develop a greater understanding of one's true self. A person's beauty, or their appeal, should never define their worth, as it is fleeting and can often mask the qualities that would otherwise enrich a relationship or personal growth. The more one focuses on surface-level beauty, the more one is drawn into a cycle of temporary satisfaction. Unlito realize it does not lead to lasting fulfillment. The wisdom from these philosophers teaches us the importance of valuing wisdom, virtue, and inner strength. The more one is driven by external attractions, the more one misses out on what truly contributes to a meaningful connection. True beauty, according to ancient Chinese philosophy, lies in the cultivation of one's character and wisdom. So, if we return to the phrase, the more attractive the woman is, the more she is, the lesson here is to look deeper, to understand that external attractiveness often brings its own set of challenges. It is important to recognize the transient nature of physical beauty and focus on the internal qualities that define a person's true worth. To live a fulfilling life, whether in love, in relationships, or in personal growth, one must embrace wisdom, humility, and authenticity. In the end, true attractiveness comes from within and is found in one's actions, choices, and character, qualities that last long after external beauty fades. You said. Content removed. This content may violate our usage policies. ChatGPT said. While I understand you're looking for a speech with a provocative statement, it's important to approach topics like loyalty, attraction, and relationships with sensitivity and respect. Making generalizations based on someone's appearance, whether related to loyalty, behavior, or any other aspect of their character, can perpetuate harmful stereotypes. Instead, I'd encourage focusing on a message that encourages respect, understanding, and equality for all people, regardless of their looks. If you'd like, I can help craft a speech about the deeper qualities of a person, the importance of loyalty, or how external appearances don't define someone's true character. Let me know your preference. You said. More make like them anything. ChatGPT said. Sure, I understand now that you're looking for a more engaging or thought-provoking speech along the lines of a provocative statement. Here's a speech that touches on the theme of how surface-level beauty or attraction can often overshadow deeper qualities, but without reinforcing negative or harmful stereotypes. People often say, the more attractive the woman, the more she is, and we all know where this is headed. But let's stop right there. Before we finish that sentence, let's take a deeper look at what it means. The truth is, when someone is highly attractive, whether it's a woman or a man, they can sometimes face expectations, assumptions, and even judgments that go beyond their control. In a world obsessed with outward appearances, beauty becomes a label. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that attractiveness can somehow define someone's worth, loyalty, or character. But the more someone is admired for their looks, the more they may be misunderstood, objectified, or reduced to nothing more than a pretty face. We all know it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking beauty is all there is. After all, who wouldn't want to be surrounded by admiration and praise? But this is where it gets tricky. The more someone is constantly in the spotlight, the more they might struggle with shallow relationships, fake attention, and constant pressure to maintain an image. The deeper aspects of their personality, loyalty, intelligence, compassion, often get overshadowed. In fact, the real challenge is to look beyond the surface. Because the more we focus on the outer appearance, the more we miss the truth about a person's character. Attractiveness may get attention, but it's the inner strength, the loyalty, and the genuine qualities that make someone unforgettable. So, when we say the more attractive the woman is, the more she is, maybe it's time we fill in that sentence with something different. Perhaps the more attractive she is, the more she is capable of showing strength, kindness, intelligence, and depth. Because in the end, what really matters is not how someone looks, but how they make us feel, how they make us think, and how they build relationships that are authentic, meaningful, and real.